Do you wake up feeling tired, even after what seemed like a full night's sleep? Do you find yourself reaching for a cup of coffee before you've even fully opened your eyes, simply because it feels impossible to start the day without it? Maybe you feel productive for the first few hours of the morning, only to notice your energy fading by lunchtime. Then, by the middle of the afternoon, you're fighting to stay focused, looking for another coffee, an energy drink, or something sugary, just to make it through the rest of the day. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Millions of people experience this cycle every single day. Most people assume the solution is simple. I just need more sleep. Or, I need stronger coffee. But what if the real problem isn't just the number of hours you're sleeping? What if your body is struggling to produce energy efficiently in the first place? The truth is, fatigue is often much more complex than people realize. Yes, poor sleep can absolutely leave you feeling exhausted. But it's far from the only reason people experience low energy. Researchers have found that many everyday factors can influence how energetic or how tired we feel throughout the day. For example, poor nutrition may leave the body without the vitamins and minerals it needs to function efficiently. Constant stress can place your body in a prolonged state of tension, making it difficult to feel refreshed even after resting. Unstable blood sugar levels may create a cycle of temporary energy followed by sudden crashes that leave you reaching for another snack or another cup of coffee. Recovery is very important. If your body never has enough time or resources to recover from work, exercise, or the demands of daily life, fatigue can slowly begin to accumulate. Scientists are also interested in the role of chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, two processes that can place additional strain on the body over time. And then there are nutrient deficiencies. Even mild deficiencies in certain nutrients can affect the body's ability to carry oxygen, support metabolism, and produce energy at the cellular level. Now, at first glance, these may seem like completely different problems. Stress has nothing to do with blood sugar. Nutrition seems unrelated to recovery. Inflammation sounds entirely different from iron intake. But here's what's fascinating. The interesting part is that many of these problems have one thing in common. They affect how your cells produce energy. Every movement you make, every heartbeat, every breath, every thought, every step you take requires energy that is produced inside your cells. And if those tiny energy-producing systems aren't working as efficiently as they could, you may begin to notice the effects as fatigue, sluggishness, poor endurance, or difficulty making it through the day without relying on stimulants. This is exactly why researchers have become interested in Moringa. Not because it's an energy drink, not because it contains caffeine, and not because it creates an instant boost like a stimulant. Researchers are studying Moringa because it's naturally rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and plant compounds that may help support many of the biological systems involved in healthy energy production. So in this video, we're going to explore 10 ways Moringa may help you feel more energized every day, and why its biggest strength isn't giving you a temporary burst of energy, but potentially helping your body create and maintain energy more naturally. How your body actually makes energy. Before we talk about the first benefit of Moringa, there's something much more important to understand. What actually is energy? Most people think of energy as a feeling. You either feel energetic or you don't. But from a biological perspective, energy isn't a feeling at all. It's a process. In fact, your body is producing energy every second of every day, even while you're sleeping. Let's simplify the process. It starts with the food you eat. Whether it's carbohydrates, healthy fats, or protein, your digestive system breaks that food down into smaller nutrients that your body can absorb. Those nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and glucose, are then transported through your bloodstream to trillions of cells throughout your body. And this is where something remarkable happens. Inside nearly every cell are tiny structures called mitochondria. If you've ever heard the phrase, the mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell, that's exactly what we're talking about. Think of every cell in your body as a tiny power plant. The mitochondria take the nutrients delivered to the cell and convert them into a molecule called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. ATP is often referred to as the body's energy currency because it's the form of energy your cells can actually use. It helps feed your cells. Now that you understand how your body actually produces energy, the first potential benefit of Moringa becomes much easier to understand. Think back to the tiny power plants we just talked about. Every single one of them needs raw materials to do its job. No matter how well everything else is designed, nothing works properly if the essential materials aren't available. Your cells work in much the same way. Every second of the day, they're carrying out millions of chemical reactions to keep you alive and functioning. But those reactions don't happen automatically. They depend on a continuous supply of nutrients. Without those nutrients, energy production can become less efficient. And when your cells struggle to produce energy efficiently, your body often notices the difference. You may begin to feel tired more easily. You might lose stamina throughout the day. Simple tasks can start feeling more demanding than they should. Instead of maintaining steady energy from morning until evening, you may find yourself constantly searching for another cup of coffee or another quick source of sugar just to keep going. This is one reason nutrition plays such a fundamental role in how energetic we feel. People often think of food simply as calories, but calories only provide part of the equation. Your body also needs vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, and countless other nutrients that help those calories be converted into usable energy inside your cells. This is where Moringa begins to stand out. Researchers have become interested in Moringa leaves because they contain an impressive variety of nutrients packed into a relatively small serving. Depending on the preparation and growing conditions, Moringa leaves naturally provide vitamins such as A, C, and E, along with minerals like calcium and potassium, plant protein, essential amino acids, antioxidants, and numerous bioactive plant compounds. Rather than supplying just one nutrient, Moringa delivers a broad nutritional profile that supports multiple processes throughout the body. Of course, Moringa isn't a replacement for a balanced diet. No single food can provide everything your body needs. But researchers continue studying Moringa because it's a nutrient-dense plant that may help complement an already healthy eating pattern. In other words, before your body can produce energy efficiently, it first needs the right building materials. And helping to provide those building materials may be one of the most overlooked ways Moringa supports everyday energy. Iron helps deliver oxygen. Let's imagine you're trying to keep a campfire burning. You have plenty of wood. The fire has already been started. Everything looks like it should be working perfectly. Now imagine someone suddenly removes most of the oxygen around the fire. Even though the fuel is still there, the flames begin to weaken. The fire struggles to burn efficiently. Your body's energy production works in a surprisingly similar way. The food you eat provides fuel, but your cells also need a constant supply of oxygen to convert that fuel into usable energy. Without enough oxygen, your cellular power plants can't work as efficiently as they were designed to. So how does oxygen get there? That's where iron becomes incredibly important. Iron is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein inside red blood cells that binds to oxygen in your lungs and transports it throughout your body. Every heartbeat sends oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, organs, and brain, delivering one of the essential ingredients your cells need to produce ATP, the energy molecule we talked about earlier. It's a remarkable system. Your lungs collect oxygen, your blood carries it, your cells use it to generate energy. If any part of that chain is disrupted, your body may start feeling the effects. This is one reason people with low iron levels often report symptoms such as fatigue, weakness, reduced endurance, shortness of breath during physical activity, or difficulty concentrating. Moringa leaves naturally contain iron, along with vitamin C and other nutrients that are important components of a healthy diet. Because of this nutritional profile, Moringa has become especially popular among people looking to increase their intake of iron-rich plant foods. Women in particular often become interested in Moringa for this reason, since maintaining adequate iron intake can sometimes be more challenging during different stages of life. Moringa is not a treatment for iron deficiency or anemia, and anyone who suspects they have low iron should speak with a healthcare professional for proper testing and treatment. But from a nutritional standpoint, researchers continue studying Moringa because providing the body with iron-rich foods may help support one of the most fundamental steps in energy production. After all, even the most efficient power plant can't operate without oxygen. It doesn't borrow tomorrow's energy. Let's play a quick game. Imagine I offered you two different ways to feel more energized. The first gives you a noticeable boost within 20 minutes. You feel more alert, more awake, and ready to tackle your day. But a few hours later, that feeling begins to fade, and you find yourself wanting another cup, another can, or another dose just to keep going. The second option doesn't create an immediate rush at all. Instead, it focuses on supporting the natural systems your body already uses to produce energy every single day. Which one sounds more sustainable? This is one of the biggest differences between stimulants and nutritional support. Coffee and energy drinks work primarily by stimulating your nervous system. Caffeine blocks the brain chemical adenosine, which is responsible for making you feel sleepy. As a result, you feel more alert, not because your body suddenly created more energy, but because your brain is temporarily receiving fewer signals that you're tired. Moringa works very differently. It isn't considered a stimulant. It doesn't contain meaningful amounts of caffeine, and it doesn't create the kind of immediate jolt associated with coffee or energy drinks. Instead, researchers are interested in Moringa because of its nutritional profile. Rather than stimulating the nervous system, Moringa provides vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, amino acids, and plant compounds that may help support the body's own energy-producing processes. Of course, this also means Moringa requires a different mindset. If you're expecting the same sensation you get from a double espresso, you'll probably be disappointed. Most people who include Moringa as part of a healthy routine aren't looking for a sudden burst of energy. They're looking for something much more valuable: steady mornings, fewer afternoon crashes, more consistent energy throughout the day. Because when your body is properly supported, you may not feel dramatically energized. You may simply stop feeling so tired. And for many people, that's a much bigger improvement than a temporary boost that disappears a few hours later. May help you avoid the afternoon energy crash. Have you ever noticed that your day seems to follow the exact same pattern? You wake up feeling reasonably alert. You eat breakfast, you get through the morning. And then, sometime between 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it feels like someone flipped a switch. Your eyelids become heavy, your concentration disappears, you find yourself yawning during meetings, struggling to focus on simple tasks, or looking for another cup of coffee just to make it through the rest of the day. For many people, this afternoon slump has become so normal that they simply accept it as part of everyday life. But why does it happen? One possible reason is the way our bodies respond to certain meals. Imagine starting your morning with a breakfast that's high in refined carbohydrates or added sugars, something like sweet pastries, sugary cereal, or a flavored coffee drink. At first, those foods can provide a quick source of glucose, causing blood sugar levels to rise rapidly. In response, your body releases insulin to help move that glucose from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used for energy. But sometimes that process happens quickly. After the initial rise comes a noticeable drop. And when blood sugar falls, many people begin to experience exactly what you'd expect. This is one reason researchers have become interested in how nutrition influences blood sugar response. Several studies have explored whether moringa leaf compounds may help support a healthier glucose response after meals. Scientists believe that the combination of fiber, antioxidants, and naturally occurring plant compounds found in moringa may contribute to a more balanced metabolic response. Moringa isn't a treatment for blood sugar disorders, and it should never replace medical advice or prescribed medications. But from a nutritional standpoint, researchers find this area particularly interesting because stable blood sugar often goes hand in hand with more stable energy. When your body experiences fewer dramatic spikes and crashes, you may also experience fewer dramatic swings in how you feel throughout the day. Supports recovery after busy days. When you hear the word recovery, what comes to mind? For most people, it's athletes, marathon runners, professional cyclists, or someone recovering after an intense workout at the gym. But here's something many people don't think about. Recovery isn't just for athletes. It's for everyone. Every long workday, every stressful week, every night you stay up studying for an exam, every parent who spends the day chasing after young children, every healthcare worker on their feet for 12 hours. Life itself places demands on your body. Even if you're not running marathons, your body is constantly working behind the scenes. The more demands your body faces, the more important recovery becomes. Think about two people who work equally hard during the day. One wakes up feeling refreshed and ready to go again. The other wakes up feeling as though yesterday never really ended. The difference isn't always motivation. Sometimes it's how well the body recovered overnight. Researchers are increasingly interested in the role nutrition plays in that recovery process. Your body can't repair and maintain itself without the raw materials it needs. That's one reason nutrient-dense foods receive so much attention in wellness research. Moringa leaves provide a wide range of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, and other plant compounds that support normal cellular function throughout the body. Rather than acting like a stimulant that pushes your body to keep going despite feeling tired, moringa is being studied for its potential to help support the natural processes your body uses to maintain and restore itself. This is a very different approach to energy. Instead of asking, how can I push through my exhaustion? The better question might be, how can I help my body recover well enough that I don't feel as exhausted tomorrow? Of course, Moringa isn't a substitute for quality sleep, proper hydration, or a balanced diet. Those remain the foundation of good recovery. But when those habits are already in place, providing your body with additional nutrients may help support the countless repair processes happening while you work, rest, and sleep. Because lasting energy isn't just about how much energy you can produce today, it's also about how well your body prepares itself for tomorrow. Antioxidants help protect your tiny power plants. Let's go back to those tiny power plants inside your cells, the mitochondria. Earlier, we talked about how they convert nutrients into ATP, the energy molecule that powers almost everything your body does. But here's something we haven't discussed yet. Like any machine, mitochondria experience wear and tear. Every time your mitochondria produce energy, they also generate unstable molecules known as free radicals. In normal amounts, that's completely natural. Your body is designed to handle them. The problem begins when free radicals start to outnumber your body's defenses. This imbalance is called oxidative stress. When oxidative stress increases, maintaining healthy cellular function becomes more difficult. Your mitochondria may have to work harder to perform the same tasks. And researchers believe this is one reason oxidative stress is linked to fatigue, aging, and many areas of long-term wellness. Fortunately, your body has its own defense system. Antioxidants act like a maintenance crew, helping neutralize excess free radicals before they can cause as much damage. This doesn't mean antioxidants make you instantly energetic. Instead, they help support the environment your cells need to function normally. And this is another reason Moringa has attracted so much scientific attention. Moringa leaves are naturally rich in antioxidant compounds, including polyphenols, flavonoids, vitamin C, and other plant chemicals that researchers continue to study for their role in protecting cells from oxidative stress. Rather than acting like fuel, these compounds help protect the machinery that turns fuel into energy. It's an important difference. Supplying fuel is only part of the equation. Keeping the engine in good condition matters just as much. Your brain uses more energy than you might think. Have you ever reached the end of a long day feeling completely exhausted, even though you barely moved? No heavy lifting, no workout, no long hike? Yet somehow, you feel mentally drained. That's because fatigue isn't always physical. Sometimes, it's your brain that's running low on energy. Many people are surprised to learn that although the brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, it consumes roughly 20% of your body's energy while you're awake. Think about everything your brain is doing every second. Making decisions, solving problems, remembering appointments, managing emotions, reading emails, holding conversations, ignoring distractions, planning tomorrow. Even when you're sitting perfectly still, your brain is incredibly busy. Now imagine asking a computer to run dozens of demanding programs all at once. Eventually, it begins to slow down. Not because it's broken, but because it's working hard. Your brain can feel the same way. After hours of continuous thinking, decision-making, and processing information, many people experience what researchers call mental fatigue. This isn't the same as having trouble concentrating for a few minutes. Mental fatigue is that feeling where even simple tasks seem unusually difficult. You read the same paragraph 3 times. You struggle to make small decisions. Your motivation drops. Everything starts to feel like it requires more effort than it should. Researchers believe that mental energy, just like physical energy, depends on healthy cellular function and adequate nutrition. Your brain requires a constant supply of oxygen, glucose, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients to keep billions of nerve cells communicating efficiently throughout the day. That's one reason scientists are interested in nutrient-dense plants like Moringa. Rather than studying it as a brain booster, researchers are exploring how its broad nutritional profile, including vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and plant compounds, may help support the normal biological processes that keep the brain functioning well. Good nutrition helps your entire body perform better. Let's step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. We've talked about your cells. We've talked about oxygen. We've talked about antioxidants, and even your brain. But here's the interesting thing. Your body doesn't operate as a collection of separate parts. Everything is connected. Every system relies on another. That's why researchers often look at nutrition from a whole body perspective, rather than focusing on just one vitamin or one mineral. A healthy body isn't built from a single nutrient. It's built from thousands of biological processes working together every minute of every day. This is one of the reasons Moringa has earned so much attention in nutrition research. Instead of being known for just one standout nutrient, Moringa leaves contain a broad combination of vitamins, minerals, plant protein, amino acids, antioxidants, and naturally occurring phytochemicals. Researchers believe it's this combination, not any single ingredient, that makes moringa so interesting. Each nutrient has its own role. Some help support normal immune function. Others contribute to healthy bones, muscles, nerves, or metabolism. Some help protect cells from oxidative stress, while others participate in the countless chemical reactions your body performs every second. Now, this doesn't mean moringa is a complete source of everything your body needs. No single food can replace a balanced diet. But adding nutrient-dense foods to your daily routine may help fill nutritional gaps and support your body's normal functions over time. Consistent energy beats short bursts. Let me ask you a simple question. If you could choose between feeling incredibly energized for 1 hour or feeling consistently good from the moment you wake up until it's time to go to bed, which would you choose? Most people don't think twice. They choose the second option. And yet many of us spend our days chasing the first. We reach for another coffee, another energy drink, another sugary snack. We're constantly looking for that next boost, the feeling that will get us through the next meeting, the next class, or the next few hours of work. The problem is that these quick bursts of energy often disappear just as quickly as they arrive. Before long, you're back where you started, feeling tired again and searching for the next pick-me-up. It becomes a cycle, a temporary high, followed by another low. But here's something worth thinking about. Is that really what you're looking for? Or are you simply looking to feel normal? To wake up with enough energy to start your day, to stay productive through the afternoon, to come home without feeling completely drained, to still have enough energy to spend time with your family, enjoy a hobby, or go for an evening walk. When you think about it that way, the goal isn't excitement, it's consistency. And that's one of the reasons researchers are interested in nutrient-dense foods like moringa. Rather than creating an artificial surge of energy, moringa is being studied for how its vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and plant compounds may help support the body's normal energy-producing systems over time. The expectation isn't that you'll suddenly feel unstoppable after taking it. Instead, the hope is that by consistently supporting your body's nutritional needs, you may experience fewer dramatic ups and downs throughout the day. That's a very different way of thinking about energy. Instead of asking, how can I get more energy right now? You begin asking, how can I help my body produce steady energy every day? Energy is built daily. As we come to the final benefit, I'd like to leave you with one idea that completely changed the way I think about energy. Energy isn't something you buy. It isn't something you can borrow. And it certainly isn't something that comes from a bottle or a can. Real energy is something you build, little by little, day after day. Think about the people you know who always seem to have steady energy. They're usually not the ones drinking the most coffee or chasing the newest supplement. More often, they've built routines that support their body over time. They make sleep a priority. They eat nourishing foods most of the time. They stay hydrated. They move their bodies regularly, even if it's just a daily walk. They find ways to manage stress before it becomes overwhelming. None of those habits are particularly exciting. In fact, they're almost boring. But that's the point. Good health is usually built on ordinary habits repeated consistently, not extraordinary actions repeated occasionally. Imagine trying to build a brick wall. If you place one brick today and then stop for a month, you won't get very far. But if you place one brick every single day, eventually you have something strong enough to last. Your energy works the same way. Every healthy meal is another brick. Every good night's sleep is another brick. Every walk outside, every glass of water, every moment you choose to care for your body instead of pushing it beyond its limits. Those small decisions may not feel dramatic in the moment, but over weeks and months, they begin to add up. This is where moringa fits into the picture. Not as the foundation, not as a miracle solution, and certainly not as a replacement for healthy living. Instead, think of it as one brick in a much larger wall, a nutrient-dense plant that may help support your body's natural energy systems alongside the habits that matter most. That's why the research surrounding moringa is so interesting. Scientists aren't searching for a magic leaf that eliminates fatigue overnight. They're exploring how a plant rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and beneficial compounds might support the body's normal functions when it's part of an overall healthy lifestyle. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson from this entire video. If you're always looking for the next quick fix, you'll probably always be chasing energy. But if you focus on building a healthier body through better sleep, better nutrition, regular movement, stress management, and consistent daily habits, you may discover that energy starts showing up on its own. Because the goal isn't to feel superhuman for an hour. The goal is to build a body that has the strength, resilience, and nourishment to help you feel your best every single day. Why Moringa doesn't work for everyone? By now, you might be wondering, if Moringa is so nutritious, why do some people say it didn't do anything for them? It's a fair question, and the answer is actually one of the most important parts of this entire video. For some people, the first issue is simply product quality. Not every Moringa supplement is made from the same part of the plant, processed the same way, or tested to the same standards. Some products contain mostly stems instead of nutrient-rich leaves. Others may be poorly stored, reducing the quality of the nutrients over time. Another common issue is expectations. Many people take Moringa once or twice and expect to feel an immediate burst of energy, almost like drinking a cup of coffee. But that's not what the research suggests. Moringa isn't designed to create a sudden rush. Its potential benefits come from supporting your body's nutritional needs over time. Build an energy routine. If there's one idea I'd like you to take away from this video, it's this. Don't think of Moringa as an energy supplement. Think of it as one part of an energy routine. Here's a simple example of what that routine might look like. Start your morning by drinking a glass of water. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally a little dehydrated. And even mild dehydration can leave you feeling sluggish before your day has really begun. Next, eat a balanced breakfast. Rather than loading up on sugary foods that may leave you crashing a few hours later, aim for a meal that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber to help provide steadier energy throughout the morning. If you choose to include Moringa in your routine, this is often a good time to take it. Many people prefer taking a quality leaf-based Moringa supplement with breakfast, allowing it to become part of a consistent daily habit instead of something they only remember occasionally. After breakfast, try adding a little movement to your morning. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. A 10 or 15-minute walk, gentle stretching, or simply getting outside for a few minutes can help you feel more awake and ready for the day. As the day continues, remember to nourish your body, not just fill it. Including adequate protein, colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats gives your body the nutrients it needs to support normal energy production. And finally, don't underestimate the importance of sleep. No supplement can replace 7 to 9 hours of quality rest. Sleep is when your body repairs, restores, and prepares for another day, making it one of the most powerful tools for maintaining healthy energy levels. Notice something about this routine? Moringa isn't the centerpiece. It's just one step among several healthy habits. That's exactly where it belongs, because Moringa works best as part of a lifestyle that already supports your body's natural ability to produce energy. If you'd like to try a high-quality Moringa leaf supplement, I've linked one below, along with a detailed guide on how to choose the right product and get the most from it. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more evidence-based content about Moringa, nutrition, and natural wellness. And if you have questions or experiences with Moringa, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.